Good morning, happy campers. This is night one is done. Day one has just begun of our resort day Hilton, our Hilton resort. What's another one? This is the Ritz Carlton, the Ritz. Everybody else around here. This is a high school, and it's probably about 5 miles inland from where we live. It's the only high school in Cape Coral that's actually doing a shelter, so this is where we ended up. We were gonna stay it out, but then we all got texts saying that our flood zone, was issued evacuation orders, so must be pretty bad. First thing in the morning, they said they will not let anyone out of the building because
40-mile-per-hour winds.
30,
Take that.
I thought they said 35.
40. So take that, Wyoming.
That's right, Wyoming. You can kiss my wind. Those of you wondering if they gave us cots, they did not. You only have what you brought with you. So I brought one cot because I only own one cot because I'm the only person that goes camping. Natalie got to sleep on that, bless her heart. And then the kids decided that their blankets from their beds were not good enough. So they took my nice fancy sleeping bags too. That's where this morning I got a flimsy little blanket last night that didn't even cover me. Let's go take a look and see what a Ritz-Carlton looks like. So first of all, you need kids hanging off your arm to make it complete.
Dad, can I do a negotiation with you?
A negotiation? What kind? Okay.
Dad,
Lots of folks have their...
get a negotiation because I don't know which negotiation.
We were lucky enough to get a square to sleep in, but some folks that came later don't even have that, so just sleeping on the floor here. This is the cafeteria. Here's their schedule. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and lights out. So the food is just as delicious as the Ritz-Carlton, as you would expect. I've forgotten how bad cafeteria food really was. But to be sure, I'm grateful that they're feeding us. Now, we did bring our own food because we didn't know if they would have food, but they have food, water, and they have like these milks. So basically cafeteria food they have here, which is nice. Wasn't expecting it, but yeah, it tastes exactly like you remember it. Sorry, sweetie. Let's keep walking around. That's probably the guy that was keeping me up all night. Got some caution tape here, so we won't go past it. But you can see from the palm trees out there that we do have a pretty decent gusts of winds going on now and again. I've heard even up to 40 miles an hour, so there you go. So we are taking on more residents, but I noticed the longer it takes to get here, the less desirable your floor space might be. So get here soon. But the higher up the levels we go, just the little more cramped we get. So, you know, if this ever happens, you get, when it says to evacuate, go, and then you're not, you know, the last one here trying to find a space. Let's take a look. Yeah. Okay, so they said to stay away from the windows. One thing we're running into here is that the kids are really bored. They're getting stir crazy. I don't know how much longer my phone will last here. But there is some electricity, so we're able to charge up phones. But of course, 3,000 people and maybe 100 charge ports. I mean, there's not a lot of options. Except I did bring a extension, one of those power outlets. So we got a bunch of those. But in this section, it's really, really hot back here. I guess the AC is not running or not running well. Actually, in the gymnasium, it's pretty cool in there. I have to go visit. But you can hear my kids getting fussy.
Okay, buddy.
They're really bored. So.
Can you get my phone at the charger?
Yeah, we'll get your phone. All right.
I want my phone right.
Okay, it's about 2 o'clock here on Wednesday, Thursday. What day is today? Wednesday. So the hurricane's touching down in a few minutes. They said the power is going to be. So they're doing announcements every so often. Storm should be touching down any minute now. They said the power is going to be going out any minute now.
Just text. I can text. Do anything.
So it is a strong wind. Couldn't tell you how strong, but more than 35, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah.
You're good.
Right now. Plus the surge they got to worry about on the island.
Something else they don't really tell you, or of course, why would they? But there's definitely like a, I can't even say it. But luckily they're bringing in some fans here to help get some air circulating. It's pretty stifled in here. Okay, at this point they've asked us to stay away from the windows. It's about 3 p.m. here on Wednesday, and the wind is really going out there. It's blowing the palm leaves off. All right, welcome to lunch. So we're in the cafeteria at the Ritz-Carlton, the Gulf Coast High School. And let me just show you what we got going on today. Look at that. You got some chicken nuggets, apples, and carrots. Now if you're really lucky, some of them came with PB&J sandwich called Uncrustables right here. But not everyone. No, I'm not complaining. In fact, I'm really grateful they have food at all here. We did bring some food, but it was just pretty much all chips and other foods that wouldn't go bad without a refrigerator. So not very healthy food did I bring. Did bring some beef jerky, some trail mix, but mostly chips. And but anyways, check it out. We've got 3 lines. They all doing the same thing. They're all eating the same thing. The high school's kind of nice. It's got a nice little ceiling roof decor there. That's cool. It's about 3:30 on Wednesday, and the winds are really high. I can't hear them because of how noisy it is in here, but they are really high. They don't like you near the windows, but sometimes when no one's looking, I'll sneak over there and go look. And yeah, the trees are starting to bend, not just the leaves, but the trees themselves. So Natalie thought she heard someone say it gusts up to 120 miles an hour. So that is a hurricane. And she also heard that it's a category 5, or it might be either 4 or 5. So with that much power, I'm wondering what my house is going to look like, the one I just barely bought. Hopefully hopefully it's brand new and built up to standards. And the biggest issue would be flooding. Hope it doesn't flood. But a few shingles I can definitely replace. You know, a down power line or cable line might be dangerous, but we can get a tech out there to fix it. But flooding, that you gotta just find somewhere else to live for a while, which I don't want to do because I just moved in. Okay, it's night 2 of the encampment. It's about 8:30 p.m. Behind me is the line for food for dinner. The power is out, so the lights are on emergency generator system. But eventually they did get some food for us, which is really great. My bread was moldy, so I had to throw that out, unfortunately. But they had something resembling a chicken sandwich. No complaints though. Something I can complain about though is it is hot. Obviously the air conditioner is not working, and there's 2,000 people in this school. So we're looking at close to, I don't know, it feels around 85, maybe a little bit higher, 87. That's what it feels like right now. I'm just sitting here sweating. Kids are really cranky and misbehaving. Overall, they've done pretty good though, but it's night time and they're tired. And it's time to set up our bed, so. Anyways, this is Wednesday night. They are probably not going to let us out tonight, obviously. Hoping for tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, it's Wednesday night. Just an update. It's about 11 o'clock. They still haven't turned off the lights. So, everyone's still quite awake. Luckily, the kids were able to get to bed. Also, had kind of a fun show. Someone fainted right in front of me. I was asleep when it happened, but all of a sudden I hear someone calling for help, and I go over and help them get to the medic station. So that was exciting. The other big news is that they said that if you leave, we're cutting your wristband and you can't get back in. Now, earlier they said that they're just not letting anybody else out, which kind of implied that if you left or like tried to leave, they might detain you. But then they came out with announcements like, if you leave, you're not getting back in. So as soon as they said that, about 10% of the people left. They're like, we advise against this, but if you're going to do it, you're not coming back in. And then, yeah, immediately probably 200 people or so are left, and more are leaving all the time as the thought of sleeping on the hard floor again kicks in. They're like, I'm going to take my chances. If it were just me, I probably would, but I got kids, so we're going to wait till morning just to make sure that the roads are safe. And, yeah, hopefully they turn those lights off soon, because otherwise, how can you sleep with the lights on? Oh well. We also have some neighbors that have a disability, so they can't really help it, of course, but it is kind of a little bit noisy as well. But they're really super great people. Everyone I've met mostly has been really great in here. Really friendly. We're all just trying to get through this. Haven't had anything stolen or anything. Lots of police officers and medics and volunteer help force. So overall, I've been really happy, felt really safe, just slightly inconvenienced, I guess, with the heat, and maybe the food wasn't as good as it could have been, but I mean, hey, for a free place to stay for the night and free meal, what else could you ask for?